Hi everyone! Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Have you ever struggled to express situations where someone didn't succeed or forgot to do something? Phrases like fail to reply or fail to meet expectations often appear in formal writing, news articles, and business conversations. But many English learners find this expression tricky, especially when choosing between fail to and did not, or getting the verb form wrong. That's exactly what we're going to cover in today's lesson. We'll go over the different types of situations where you can use fail to naturally, along with common mistakes to avoid. This content is based on grammar tips introduced on our English Fab's website, so feel free to check it out for even more examples. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. So let's get started. In this section, we'll explore common ways to use fail to with clear explanations and examples. Let's get started. 1. Describing an unsuccessful action or attempt. We use fail to when someone tries to do something but doesn't succeed. Example: she failed to pass the driving test. This means she tried but couldn't pass the test. More examples: he failed to finish the race. They failed to solve the problem. 2. Talking about forgetting or neglecting to do something. This is when someone forgets or doesn't do what they were supposed to. Example: he failed to reply to the email. In this case, he didn't send the reply even though he should have. More examples: she failed to lock the door. I failed to call my friend back. 3. Expressing disappointment or regret. Sometimes we use fail to show we feel bad about not doing something. Example: I failed to keep my promise. This means I couldn't do what I promised, and I regret it. More examples: he failed to support his team. We failed to meet the deadline. 4. Reporting a system or machine failure. Fail to is also common when talking about machines or technology that don't work properly. Example: the engine failed to start this morning. This means the engine didn't work as expected. More examples: the computer failed to save the file. The heater failed to turn on. 5. Stating formal or official failures. You'll often see fail to used in news, reports, or official statements when talking about missed targets or expectations. Example: the company failed to meet its sales target. This means the company didn't reach the expected sales numbers. More examples: the project failed to deliver results. The government failed to respond on time. Now that we've covered the different ways to use fail to, let's go over some important tips to help you use it naturally and correctly in conversations. 1. Structure: fail to base verb. Always remember, after fail to, the verb stays in its base form. Example: correct, they failed to complete the project. Incorrect, they failed to completing the project. So no ing forms here. Keep it simple: fail to plus the base verb. 2. Fail to versus did not. This is a great one to remember when choosing your words, especially in writing or formal situations. Fail to is more formal and often used in reports, news articles, or serious discussions. Example: the team failed to meet the deadline. On the other hand, did not is softer and more common in everyday conversations. Example: the team did not meet the deadline. Both work, but the tone changes depending on which one you choose. 3. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Here's a mistake many learners make. Incorrect: he failed calling his friend. Correct: he failed to call his friend. So always double check your sentence. After fail, make sure you have 2 base verb. 4. How to remember fail to. Think of fail as meaning did not succeed or couldn't manage to do something. Whenever you're writing formally, reports, essays, business emails, or talking about serious situations, fail to is a great choice. 5. Common expressions with fail to. Here are a few phrases you'll often hear or read. Fail to meet expectations. The movie failed to meet my expectations. Fail to complete a task. They failed to complete the task on time. Fail to understand. I failed to understand the question. Fail to deliver. The company failed to deliver the package. Fail to notice. She failed to notice the sign. And that's it for today's lesson on how to use fail to in your English conversations and writing. I hope this breakdown helped you understand where and when to use it, especially in more formal situations or when you want to sound a bit more polished. Remember, learning expressions like this takes time, but the more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Try using a few of the phrases from today's lesson the next time you're writing or speaking English. Okay, thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay fab.